Send everyone's you and I verse. Saying welcome to the channel, you're. This is King Selassie off the Origins album. We're gonna do the Moon in Sagittarius, Sun in Virgo, yeah. Defeat with the intellectual promise from this diamond in the rough, immaculate. Past the raps, mic in the blunt stroke as I grow up, but throw away the magnums. Classical MC apocalypse for the trash disaster, the 47 matador, chakras, the line, flower of life, put fire into ashes, no substance rappers, catch a death to rebirth. Kanye West from the beginning. Now you looking prime time, my life will power beyond. I'm running to the end zone. Past the pot if you smoke. Young indigo, see me in real life. Have you thinking what it's like? Voila. Hustle over skill mics, feel the vibe, hit the beat right. Ali in his prime, Tyson fighting for his pride. Tattoo on the face, put you fakes, and out of dismay. Getting to the cake before the money. Yeah, I'm clever to speak, rather unique. Oh, and my karma is clean. My third eye vision, triggering transparent. No millions in the fan yet. I'ma make billions, trillions. I cop fire while cops fire. In the streets, raised in the belly of the beast. Nothing but the best, come correct. Super Saiyan 3 times 3. That's 9 lives. Beat the kitty 9 times out of 10. I'm beaten. Cheeks to this young lord, then God flow to you heathens. Brought from the power in me. Young Gaddy, Eskimo, psycho killer consciousness. Might just bust a nut on her breast, yes. Suck away the stress. In the meantime, I'll roll a doobie, you know, that's for the meantime. Bought the box, so I ate it up. Make sure the chookie right first, and then ignite her, make her bite of it. And then the future sexy fiend for the sex. I like that pussy shape. That little rectangular patch. Mommy nice in that sundress, but she's the moon. I'm the sun. Put your mental in the beat in a close casket. Now you rest in peace. No disrespect, you see. Even hold a candlelight vigil. No disrespect, you see. Can't touch my cheese. Especially if you get a prenup, baby. No, you can't touch my cheese. Might pay you 100 G's. Psych, nah. Pimp 101, holy conscious, let me teach sinners. In the past, I'm the same as another. Past the shine, my brother. To another, we all getting to the cheese. Of jealousy, just inspiration to the ones close to me. Devotion to each other. This human race is something we could change into a prospering civilization. Take a breath. We can do it, it just takes time. We can do it, it just takes time. So I'm here, you know, for the meantime. Gotta get level right down, cause my time's now. Land the loss for the loss will be found. Alright, so let's get into it. We got the Moon in Sagittarius with the Sun in Virgo. So essentially, with that being said, based on them both being mutable signs, Sagittarius is a square to Virgo. So at this point in time, this Moon in Sagittarius is feeling comfortable expanding or escaping. And the Sun in Virgo is all about adapting to the details and also the routines and patterns. So we have to learn how to be more detailed about our expression or expansion, you know what I'm saying? Or on the lower octave, you might be in a space where you're in a circumstance situation where you're either learning to escape from your actual details and your routines and work, you know what I'm saying? That's on the lower octave, but if you're on the higher octave, you're learning to expand and learn more about your work and learn more about the routine and pattern to be in a more beneficial state. So moving forward, we have the Moon, sextile in Venus, and also Lilith, which are both in Libra, right? And Libra is all about balance, and it's initiating and creating new ways of communicating and relating, based on them being a cardinal sign. So the sextile alignment is a 60-degree angle. So the Moon in Sagittarius is seeing the opportunity to relate more with your values. Venus being at home in this space, you're in a circumstance situation where you value in things and your value systems are more beneficial and more people can actually relate to you, and you're in a more relatable state. So with that being said, we have also the Moon sextile in Lilith. And with this being said, it's Lilith is being in the space of Libra, like I say, so it's in a space where we're having to create balance. And also based on that balance, it's kind of creating this darkest moment, because Lilith is the darkest moment or most embarrassing moment. So the Moon is Sagittarius, you're in a state where you're expanding upon your darkest moment when you're relating. So it's essentially feel comfortable with yourself, and feel comfortable relating on the higher octave, or on the lower octave you feel uncomfortable relating. Yeah, so moving forward, we also have the moon squaring Neptune, Saturn, and also the sun. And like I mentioned before, the moon squaring the sun is a learning process between your expansion of your emotions and also your taking action in the details of those emotions. So we're learning to be more expansive within our work. And then with the moon squaring Neptune and also Saturn, it's in a state where we have to learn to be more about our dreams and learn to be more restricted within our dreams, also with Saturn being here. You know what I'm saying? So we're essentially Moon and Sagittarius, we're learning to expand to actually build more for our dream. And I'm saying, with that being said, so like Saturn and Neptune both being in the Pisces space, but Pisces is all about dreams, illusions, and nightmares, and being able to adapt to those emotions about the dreams. Or with that being said, so yeah, I'm saying I just took me a shower and things like that. So for people just talking crazy, I'm saying, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's actually in the chat. Shout out to Purple Master. And shout out to Carl T. You know what I'm saying? Staying active. You know what I'm saying? He said he doing 50 push ups for his you know what I'm saying, to get his chest right. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. And then no, I've never tried DMT. Individual said, can you see my hairline? Yeah, it's right here. You dig? I got a double cowlick. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all ever heard of that, but if you're a barber, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know, hey, I'm not going to mind the haters too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going ahead and react with the chat. Yeah, you right. TRSH Master said, don't mind the haters, bro. Let them hate. They giving you views. You absolutely right. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ed Sheeran. Shout out to Brave Well Done. Shout out to yeah, I'm good on that. You know what I'm saying, with the other individual. Yeah. Oh, that's real talk. Gerald G said, "Life's a garden. Dig it." You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I can dig that. But yeah. Okay. So moving forward, I'm gonna go ahead and read this message. Shout out to Marag Sloth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, moving forward with the alignments, I just broke down all the squares, which is a 90-degree angle in a learning process. So essentially, we're learning to be more about our dreams, illusions, and nightmares at this point in time. And shout out to Shaggy, you dig what I'm saying? Shout out to I'm saying, the mystery van. But yeah, yeah, I did read your comment, bro. But yeah, so individuals that got questions, go ahead and, I'm saying, leave your question, and I'll go ahead and address that later. But yeah, getting back to the title of the video, the astral weather, right? So we also have the moon trine in the north node and Chiron, right? So the trine is a 120-degree angle, which is a gift. So essentially, we're having the gift to expand on our purpose and our individuality based on the north node being in Aries, right? Aries being the initiating, creating new visions. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, that is individuality, so to speak. And the north node is also like your uncomfortable space, to a point where if you, I'm saying, build more on your uncomfortable space, you can actually grow. If you ain't first, you last. Ricky Bobby, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'll go back to the questions after I'm finished with all these alignments. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got a good question there. Moving forward. With Chiron, Chiron is the wounded healer. So it's essentially in a space where, like, you're more wise based on the wounds that you've accumulated. So like, you being hurt in certain spaces, you're also able to be more wise about how to go about this in the next space. You know what I'm saying? Next space. Like a perfect example for my personal life, you know what I'm saying, kind of story time a little bit. If I'm a Sagittarius, you know what I'm saying? So the Aries energy is having me being like a gift to this individuality. But for me personally, a story time for me is like, I'm saying, one time I jumped out of a tree onto the trampoline. The first time it was perfect. I'm saying, how my whole family around me like, yeah, good job. I'm saying, but the second time it didn't work out so well, and when I broke my arm, you dig what I'm saying? Based on someone saying, hey, let's make sure we get it on video and let's get a picture about it. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of is like my wounded healer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned to be more wise about that circumstance situation. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Roasting God. You said you a Scorpio, and Alarky, you know what I'm saying? You went ahead and dropped a question, so I'm going to answer that at the end. But yeah, I got two more, I'm saying, alignments to break down with, is the in conjunction and the opposition. So shout out to Lee Hodges. You said you were Sagittarius. I don't know if you mean like, he said 13th. I don't really know what you mean by that. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do your thing, Ben Riddle, you dig? And shout out to El Karski. You said you were Libra. Yeah, absolutely. Glitched is absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, moving forward, the moon in conjuncting Uranus. You know what I'm saying? Moon in Sagittarius is in conjuncting Uranus. And the in conjunction is a misunderstanding. So that 150-degree angle in conjunction is a misunderstanding based on the moon in Sagittarius being in a state where you're trying to be more expansive based on your emotions or essentially escape. So based on this expansion, you know what I'm saying, it's like the fight or flight energy with this moon in Sagittarius. So it's essentially being in a state where Uranus is in the space of Taurus, right? So us trying to expand, we may be in a state where it's like we can't really be our own individual self. I'm saying, because we're trying to learn more instead of just go ahead and be our own individual self. I'm saying, and based on Taurus being there, we're also trying to ground that individuality. So it's like Uranus is the unique and original individual, or like someone that brings a lightning-like change and things of that nature. But okay, homie said his birthday is December 13th. Okay, yeah, I feel you. Yeah, shout out to the Sagittariuses. But yeah, like I say, Moon in Sagittarius is, I'm saying, adapting to these emotions that are expansive or trying to escape from your emotions, right? And then Uranus, I'm saying, being in Taurus, is in a space where it's a fixed Earth. So it wants to be consistent upon its own way of building and things of that nature and working. So like if you too escape too much, you're in a misunderstanding state. But instead, if you're trying to expand too much, you're not really doing the same thing and being consistent. So like, you know what I'm saying, that's like that. That's essentially that state. I'm kind of talking about Taurus right now. Uranus is in Taurus. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and break down all the signs after this video. So salute everybody that's tapped into that. I'm saying, so after I finish up this video, you can go ahead and watch this next one that I'm gonna do a live on. But KY 2 times shout out to, said that his brother's birthday is December 13th. Shout out to your Sagittarius brother. But yeah, moving forward, the moon is also in conjuncting Mars, right? And Mars just entered Cancer, right? So Mars being in Cancer is kind of a debilitated state. So Mars being in Cancer is, I'm saying, trying to be more emotionally attached to your intentions and passions. You want to feel comfortable with your emotions before you can essentially work towards your passion and be more intentional about them. So it's like it's not really in a good state. I'm saying, compared to like Aries or Scorpio. Mars is at home at Aries and Scorpio, because Aries is like the individual. They just go ahead and attack their passions and just go ahead and be the warrior about it. And Scorpio is more internally passionate about things. But Cancer, on the other hand, it's in a state where it's like you have to feel comfortable and feel more at home with your emotions before you can go ahead and go for your passions and I'm saying, and your intentions and things of that nature. So then moving forward, we also have the moon. Last but not least, the moon opposing Jupiter, right? So the moon being in an opposition state is a 180-degree angle. So it's in a state where you can either add on or oppose. So we're either able to add on or oppose to our expansion. You know what I'm saying? Based on Jupiter being in the opposite state, though, it's like the expansion of your conversations. So essentially, you want to have a more intentional conversation and be in a state where you're like talking to the right individual that could actually expand your knowledge and wisdom. So it's either you're thinking you're too intelligent to a point where it's like, I don't really want to talk to this individual because I feel like they can't actually, you know what I'm saying, help me learn more. Or you're on the opposite end, you know what I'm saying, and you're able to actually add on. It's like, okay, I know what I know, and also I know what they know now, you know what I'm saying, so I have more knowledge and wisdom. That's kind of the state you want to be in whenever you're in this state, you know what I'm saying. You want to be more expansive to a point where even if you're not the one talking, you want to go ahead and learn about your own circumstance situation to a point where if someone else is talking, you also know what they know and you know what you know, you know what I'm saying, so you could actually, learn more. But yeah, I can kind of switch up my hair however I want, you know what I'm saying? I could do it like this, you know what I'm saying, however I want to rock it. But like I said, I have this little double cowlick right here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I kind of just rock it like Good Will Hunting, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what's his name from Good Will Hunting stole my hairstyle at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Nicole Parr said, my Sadie sister had cancer, but it is fine now. Oh, hope your sister gets better soon. Yeah, you, dang, you know what I'm saying? Healing energy to your sister, you know what I'm saying, and everybody that's going through something. But I remember someone's asked a question earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll up to that real quick. Hopefully it didn't disappear because it's kind of long ago. Yeah, El Kari asked this question earlier. Do you know how to ask for projecting your dreams? So essentially, whenever you're in your dream, it's like being in a state where if you are looking in a mirror, you don't see yourself. So like you already know that you're in your dream. And that's kind of what astral projecting is all about. But if you really think about it, we all astral project every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like a perfect example, KRS Rome broke this down pretty well. It's like everybody has the, like, okay, and everybody knows what Rockstar, you know what I'm saying, the energy drink looks like, or Monster, you know what I'm saying? So essentially we can all have that image of what the logo of Monster is in our mind, and that's just astral projecting. It's pretty much simple as that, like having the idea and the thought in your mind of what that image actually is, and that's the astral projection, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much simple as that. It's like, it's kind of like a common sense thing instead of getting too deep into it. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It actually do move around a whole lot. You know, I just, like I said, I just washed my hair. You know what I'm saying? I just combed it and everything like that. That's why I look like that. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to everybody that got positive and negative things to say. At the end of the day, I'm grateful for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and have an input. But yeah, yeah, you absolutely right, Gerald R. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and break down all the influences on all the signs next. You know what I'm saying? Salute all y'all for tapping in. Much love and peace and love if you believe in all that. You know what I'm saying? And support the movement you need to be in tune with. You know what I'm saying? I got my Cash App in my About, which I'll also, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and tell y'all what it is right now. CONSCIOUS 1347, and that's conscious 1347. You know what I'm saying? That's my Cash App. But if you had any kind of questions or wanted to get any kind of reading, go ahead and hit my email, you know what I'm saying, in the description, which is conscious1347 at gmail.com. So CONSCIOUS 1347 at gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love if you believe in all that, and support the movement you need to be in tune with. You heard? I'm going to go ahead and do the influences on all sign next. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, y'all. You heard?